she came up with the idea. She says, "Why don't we do this thing? Getting my father-in-law and do the whole backstory of me being a professional fighter and all this shit and soccer player and what happened. It's like I could do a whole funny bit about. Well, look at me now. I just look like the soccer ball. You know what I mean? It's like I don't kick soccer. I don't like walking. People. I was at the hotel the other day. A lady says it's in walking distance. I'm like, what do I look like? Fucking Moses? Is it in the parking?
Dougie, you are a professional fighter?
Yeah, 10-0 Muay Thai.
Go ahead, man.
Yeah.
I was telling them I don't think Tom picked up on what Muay Thai was.
No,
Oh, you didn't hear it?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's great, man. 10-0, huh?
But 10-0 right on top.
But that's why the back, dude, my lower back, my shins, as I'm standing here, my hands are numb. I had one fight. I hit a guy so many times over 3 rounds, I couldn't close my hand for like 4 months.
Wow.
My father, before he died, that's why I ended up stopped fighting. My father says, "Don't fight. Fuck, you're gonna get kicked in the head, and then you're gonna lose everything you have in life because some guy hit you with a spinning hook kick."
Yeah.
Luckily, you know what I mean. So,
kind of a good point.
Yeah, then I took it. Believe me. And but like I fought. To me, it was just part of my life. I hired a strength coach. The guy used to be a power lifter. I never was stronger in my life. That guy had me squatting 500 pounds, benching 380. I was 280 pounds, just throwing it like he would teach me speed shit for strength training. So everybody I fought was either 50 pounds heavier or 4 or 5 inches taller.
Oh, yeah.
Not both, because we was 200 up. The weight class was 200 up, and I was like 216, struggling to get to 216, man.
Do you know that there's a dance named after you? You ever seen the Dougie?
Oh, teach me how to Dougie.
Yeah.
Every time I played in the urban room, they'd pull me out in that song.
That's awesome.
I had to learn how to do the Dougie.
Or you just walk out? Did you do it? The Dougie?
I did my Dougie, and I actually got the nickname like Gene. Gene Harding, who was in the semis.
Yeah.
Good friend of mine. We grew up doing comedy here. So I have a tendency sometimes on stage where things are going good, I'm in a rhythm, I just start doing this. And Gene called it the Dougie bounce. It's the fucking Dougie bounce.
I've seen that bounce. Yeah,
awesome.
I've seen it. I've seen it bounce. Yeah.
Trademark that shit.
All right, let's get started then.
Yeah, Molly, hit it.
Yeah.
Welcome back, universe. I'm waiting for the delayed screen to turn on. I was probably just sitting there like a mole for a minute. Welcome back, universe, to episode 81, the first ever 81st episode of the 3rd season.
Yes. Would you say sitting there like a what?
Like a Mo.
A Mo? I don't get it.
That's his dad's nickname for him. His dad calls him Mo.
Why is that?
Short for moron.
That was a reference to the student.
Hey, Mo. Hey, Mo, get over here.
I think that's a great nickname for him. We're here with Mo and Molly and Mo. It's Tom and Molly together. They're tamale. That's what I
hot tamales.
Always about food, huh? Well, always about food.
It is. It's always about food. That's my jam. Food.
Coming to you pre-recorded from the Coldwell Banker Home Sale Realty Studios here in beautiful Grafton, Wisconsin. And if you're looking to buy a house, maybe sell a house, maybe a career in buying and selling houses, email Roy at cbhsr.com or give him a call, 414-235-0763. They'd love to be your go-to for all your real estate needs. And we're back with stand-up comic, actor, comedian, podcast host. Well, Wake Up Late with Dougie Almeida.
Hey, how's everybody doing, man? I'm like the biggest head on the screen right now. Everybody's like in a shot, and I'm like coming in, like everybody bow down to me.
The big Dougie. Well, first, let me just say that was amazing. How you just let me ramble on, and then you sat back, and then you just came in. That was awesome because we gotta take care of the sponsor.
Yeah, we gotta get them in.
Awesome.
So this week we talk Squid Game alarm clock,
what?
Soaking, monkey sperm, an obscene bush, Got to call Roy for this story. Kids' toy, new fetish. Kanye West, Spain's king rules. No more upskirts, men crying, stoned ape theory, cocaine, hippo, the shwag events, and a 30% chance of sex robots.
Yes, sex robots.
After
trying to get a
Dougie just said he
sponsor.
wanted to try to stay clean.
Let's
Sorry.
Stay clean.
We
Well,
didn't warn you.
enjoy that.
You're gonna be
Wes.
clean tonight.
It's such a challenge, you know. Sometimes, especially,
you
especially
seen-
when you get into it, you're like all of a sudden you're next to friends.
You're getting that Dougie bounce, and then shit just pops out.
You get a little too comfortable.
Have you seen Squid Game yet?
I actually watched about a few minutes of it. That somebody else brought it up wherever I was. So
There's-
obviously I didn't give it its due time to figure it out. But it looks stupid to me. You know, when I
Here's
just look.
the alarm clock.
No.
It's turning, and it shoots you with a dart in the back of the
It shoots you with a dart.
It finds you and
Oh.
shoots you with a dart.
Man,
I
that
know.
that little girl, that big girl, was
How
the
much
creepiest
is
thing in
that?
there. It was so
Can you
creepy.
get that on Amazon?
Whoa. Yep.
I know, and I'm
Wow.
getting some for Christmas.
Oh
A
my
Squid
gosh.
Game alarm clock.
I feel more punctual just watching that.
It took me a little bit to get into the Squid Game. The whole first episode's a little bit, it's a lot of backstory, and it doesn't really get into it for a while, but it actually got really interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. I've watched, I think, 2 episodes, but I'm gonna give it because they binge watch it. They just
We
finished.
finished it, but it's just the psychological, like, aspects of the show, and like
It's Korean, so you're gonna have subtitles. Or do you do the subtitles, or is it's
you
dubbed,
can
too?
choose to have it's dubbed as well. You can
Yeah.
have it dubbed.
I heard the dub's not good though.
We watched it though.
It's always, you always lose something in translation when you have the voiceover actors. You don't get the same emotion in the the voice as when they're doing it live. I
Well,
think feel like you lose some of that.
We were too red-eye stoned to figure out how to change it.
Well, they were goofing on how the American sounded so
But
weird.
right, they had American voice actors voicing over these
Korean.
Korean people, actors, and it felt a little bit off. So you can also do it with subtitles.
That's what I'm all for, getting a Korean American
Yeah.
to voice over that. It's like,
Right.
why not?
'Cause some of them are so blatantly like just, American accents, and it's like, oh, this is so bad.
I watched one. The guy's like, "Yo, what are you doing over there?"
Right. Yeah.
Hey, try your McRib. They should have these things year round.
The fish
I
sandwich.
heard-
Yeah, fuck the fish.
I heard there's also some lost in translation with the subtitles, because obviously when they're trying to translate that, but you have to rewatch it.
Kamso Hamida.
Yeah. But
That's
it
a Korean
basically,
thing.
it follows this group of people, and it really zeroes in on a few people that kind of group together. But they all owe some kind of crazy debt, and they're in trouble with their debt. They've got collectors chasing after them. And they sign up to these games not realizing that people were actually, their lives were at stake. So if you don't win these games, you die. It's very interesting, and they're like kids games. So
Yeah, like red light, green light.
yeah.
Red Rover, Red Rover.
Do you guys, speaking of stuff? Oh, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say I would have a hard time with red light, green light, right? Well, if we're walking and they say red light, it'd be hard for me to stop walking.
You get a bullet
spasm?
right in the head.
It's over. That was a bad idea.
Yeah.
But if you win the money, right?
They won
You
a
got to
ton of
win
money.
6 of these games.
God.
But one person out of 467 wins.
56.
Well,
456.
I saw the red light, green light episode, and it looked to me like some people got
Well-
shot that there was kind of staying still.
Yeah, that they can't argue though.
No, it's it. Once they
Yeah,
shoot you,
it's done.
you're done.
There's no replay.
Doesn't seem to be any freedom of speech in that arena.
No,
No.
objection.
No. It's
I
interesting.
like seeing stuff from other countries where other countries are putting forth things, and and you might have to read a little subtitles. But after a while, you kind of get used to it. You really don't even notice it that much.
Yeah.
We've watched a number of movies with subtitles with movies with Mark, and it's been interesting.
Yeah.
So go ahead. I'm sorry.
That's all right. I was going to ask you guys if you heard of the new term soaking.
Soaking?
I'll give you it. It's a Mormon term.
Uh-oh.
Oh, I don't think I like it.
I have a
mean-
stab.
Okay, go ahead.
Well, I thought it meant like a birth control, but
Avoid penetrative. Oh
So
my
you
God.
stick it in and you just
You're
let it
avoiding
soak
penetrative
there.
sex. No, but it says you're avoiding penetrative sex, so you're not sticking it in.
No, you stick it in and then you don't move it. You just let it
You just
But that's
without
still,
thrusting.
you
Don't
just pulsate.
you put it in there. And it's like
Don't
fishing with a
pulsate.
Will,
fishing with a
talking,
leash.
Will,
And you
ooh,
wait
Will.
for a bite.
so that doesn't count for
Nope.
them.
You tickle her and then she'll clench a little bit. Oh, I can figure this out.
There's got to be ways to bend the rules. Like, I don't want to have sex. I change my mind. I don't want to have sex, or I change my mind.
Well, we'll definitely find out who the snappers are.
So
You have a
about
snapper. I'm going to marry her. Why, Daddy?
She's a snapper. That's why.
She's a snapper.
Hmm.
There you go.
try basking.
I've heard tell of those.
Everything about this just sounds terrible.
That doesn't sound right to me because
A dude made that up.
yeah, because she would have to have no hymen for you to
Are
go
you
inside.
soaking over there, Dougie?
I'm trying it out. I'm putting myself there before I judge. You know, before that judge made walk in my shoes. Well, I'm going to put my dick in and figure it out now.
Yeah, just put the head in. I'm just going to soak the head.
I gotta soak my head, baby.
Yeah, it's like the modern day. Let's jump in the hot tub.
Look, as long as they
Wow.
didn't kiss, that's the important thing.
Right.
It's really weird, man.
I
Just-
soaked her, Daddy, but I didn't kiss her.
That's right.
Good boy.
Can I go to heaven now, please?
What if the girl does the kegels?
Yeah, that's
Oh
the,
my
that's
God.
a snapper. That's a snapper.
Listen,
Right? Is that
There-
getting with?
And,
I don't wanna
anyway, she coughs.
I mean, does that
Oh,
still
she's
not count?
coughing. Whoa, she's coughing. Next thing you know, you have an orgasm from soaking.
I don't want to get out of line, but there are a few things that certain female skills or capabilities that they have are in that totem pole of importance when it comes to the woman I'm going to spend the rest of my life with.
There you
And
go.
I don't want to be rude, but this is part of a bit. But it's true. Somebody asked me one time, and it came out because how'd you get to write this bit? I'm like, well, you know, what are one of the reasons you got married? Like, how'd you know she was the one? I'm like, 2 words: cocaine boner.
Woo!
There was no kryptonite. Like, could you imagine, Lex Luthor putting bowls of kryptonite up against his chest and like, pussy? You know what I mean? No, not stop. And the second thing is that rumbling ability, that ability to,
Clamp down.
yeah, not just
Yeah.
clamp down, but like, I don't know, like when you go to the airport and you sit in those chairs and you're like,
Oh, they
Because
rumble.
it's just pulsing.
yeah. So listen, the Mormons are just trying to weed out the herd. They want to find the snappers.
You want to
That's
find
right.
a snapper. But another thing, we talk about cocaine boner. I mean, you were living in Florida.
I call it a cocaine boner. Well, not a boner. I don't know what the hell.
Boner,
The
boner.
boner. I'm just
So you're
kidding.
living in Florida, and it hasn't been stepped on that much. That's why you got some pure stuff down there.
Oh,
You got the good yayo, man.
I'll take home field advantage on that one.
I had to give that shit up a long time ago when they just started putting things in there that gave me infections like a sinus infection. You
Yeah.
fuck. What are you stepping on it with? I can't do it. Then I would get sick.
No,
But-
it was the easiest thing on earth I ever quit.
Yeah.
To be honest with you, I call it the devil's drug. Because devilish things happen when you're on it.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You do
Look
things.
at Will reminding. Look at him, boy. I know, right? When people bring this up, this actually odd conversation came up when I was with my wife and her best friend, who's now moving to Greenville, who just bought a house 5 minutes from us, which is awesome because my wife now has her best friend in town when I'm out of town, as opposed to that other guy.
Well, Reverend Bob Levy.
Yeah. Hey, Dougie, I'm going to spend time with your wife this weekend. Got
She don't get lonesome.
Doesn't go to the coffee store.
Yeah, so stock up and eat plenty of coffee.
And I appreciate a meal every other day.
So go ahead. I'm sorry I interrupted.
I forgot what I was talking about.
So did I.
Don't worry, I can move us to a male infertility cure that they're using monkey stem cells. How do you feel about that?
Wait, the monkey stem cells are supposed to cure infertility?
Well, you can use the monkey stem cells, I believe, to make your own sperm.
Does it make your baby monkeys?
Yeah. No, but we're just getting the.
It gives a whole new meaning to the term spanking the monkey. Like, oh, never mind.
Or a barrel of monkeys.
Barrel of monkeys. Yeah, that's great until you're in the barrel.
Right.
Molly, do you think you could taste the difference?
Hey, Dougie's kid's real nice. Look at that kid. He's very athletic. I can't believe he's hanging from that tree upside down.
This
Right,
just tastes like bananas.
Does it affect the genetic makeup of the sperm? Does it affect the DNA?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah.
Yep, you're right. Probably not.
Oh,
Wow.
I don't like this.
That went off the rails quickly.
Well, they use rhesus monkeys.
But are they monkeys though? They're little.
Well, they got
little
peanut butter
monkeys,
on the
little
inside.
Lab monkeys. Oh my goodness.
Oh,
I've never heard that joke before. It's so obvious.
rhesus monkeys.
You guys want to see an obscene bush?
Yeah.
It's gonna be.
Barbara on there?
I bet it's green. You're teasing us.
No, I want to see an obscene bush. Oh,
In-
she's French, isn't she?
Seika from the 70s.
Yeah.
This
it's a green
dude
bush.
trimmed his bush into flipping the middle finger,
Oh, yeah.
and people are all pissed about it.
I think it's cool.
Was it
They're
directed
soft.
just right at his neighbor?
At the pub.
At the bar,
They
yep.
come out of the pub drunk. Hey,
It's a big
look at
middle-
that
Dude.
thing's giving me the finger.
I think funny as if I came out of the pub and I
There
got
it is, and that's all artsy.
Yeah, it
that
looks
looks
great.
nice.
It's like
I
Fred
bet-
Flintstone's giving him the finger.
That is a Flintstone finger, though.
It's
Seriously.
the pub that flips you off. It's
It
great.
actually looks like my big toe.
Yeah.
I think it's great.
I like
Is
it.
Is it in England? Yeah, Mirror. It's in England, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Guy walks out of the pub.
Well-
Hey, is that guy giving me the finger?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's getting at him. He's smart ass.
Finger.
Why don't you go over there and punch him in the face?
That's a decent
He's an accent.
accent there.
He is an
Yeah.
actor,
Yes, thank you very much.
I don't know. I think
what
there's.
is-
I don't even try to do accents.
It reminds me in Fort Lauderdale in the intercoastal, where if anybody's boated through the Fort Lauderdale intercoastal, you go to Shooters. You go have lunch out at Shooters, world famous Shooters, and you pass by a house, Larry Flint's house. He used to own a house right there, and he had a fucking marbleized statue out just outside his pool, right? That fucking intercoastal of a figure like that. And Larry Flint, like, so, you know what I mean? Everybody's like, everybody that lived around there were like, couldn't do anything about it. It's freedom of speech. It was his property.
It's awesome.
I don't know if it's still there because I know I think that estate sold or something recently, but it was great to always see that.
I think it fits
I
him
love it.
too, as well. Like quintessential.
Yeah,
you know,
I mean,
don't realize is that was harder to get away with back in Larry Flint's day when he was doing that, because
Well,
that's back when judges just didn't give a fuck. Like, no, you're taking it down. You're fucking out of here.
Well, I mean, he pushed the envelope. He opened up a lot of doors for people by standing up for his right of free speech.
Yep.
There you go.
it was. Listen, I passed by that since I was a kid. And I was 11, 12 years old on somebody's boat until I was, lucky to have friends that always lucky to have friends that had a boat. That's the best
Yep.
way. Yeah, but we passed by it, and I remember as a little kid, I was thinking that, what's this? And that's when I first started reading Hustler, which is somebody who only had Penthouse and Playgirl was a real step up in my young.
Oh boy, the great cartoons also, man. But like Hustler was like, oh, you could see a lot more.
Yeah.
Instead of
You
just
ain't
a
coming
little-
back to Playboy
Oh,
from
no,
Hustler.
that's a Hustler boy.
Playboy.
Really pink.
I never saw Playboy again. So I think Marilyn Monroe is the first one that I actually watched after or looked at
Yeah.
after after my hustler experience.
Hustler gets right up in there.
Yeah, they do.
I wouldn't know.
They get
wouldn't know
right
that.
up in their
You
mouth.
haven't shared
Maybe
your-
maybe on the next show you should page through a hustler just to see your facial expressions.
Oh yeah, that'd be great.
Okay.
That
Make wear a little outfit while you page through.
It's the only magazine that would let any of the three of us be a photographer. Just let us go wild.
Didn't they have the little where they'd send in the pictures too? What do they call them? Hustler honeys or something?
Amateur thing.
Amateur, where they would send in the little Polaroids and they
Yep.
were all, yeah.
Isn't that Bill's mom?
You know it is.
That was why you'd look at those pictures, because you'd want to see somebody you knew, you know. That would be the best thing in the world.
Right.
Bring that to school. Hey,
Right.
does she look familiar to you guys?
It's the librarian
Wait, and you
without her
about
glasses on.
knowing somebody, you live in Florida, I'm sure almost everybody had boats. I grew up in New Orleans. Everybody there got boats too. Everybody's fishing. Everybody's going out on a boat. We're right there on the Gulf, you know.
Yeah.
Had some good times on boats when I was a kid growing up.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I mean, I ended up leaving Florida because, I didn't, I had enough. Yeah, I grew up with it and stuff. I always loved it. I didn't want to buy a boat, and my wife's allergic to the sun.
Oh
You know,
no.
like overexposure to sun, so it's like, well, I'm going to get a boat. If I've got to buy a boat, I got to buy a big one.
Right, with a
awnings,
cover.
yeah.
Yeah, and she can
And
sit
she'd
in
have
all
big hat and all that other stuff.
And a
No.
parasol.
Paris.
Yeah.
Oh,
Parasol.
yeah, that's very
Maybe,
subtle.
maybe just a parasol. Here, honey, I'm going to buy a boat. Here's a parasol.
Yeah,
And
try to
then-
hang on to it while the boat's at full
Yeah.
speed.
Yeah.
Make sure it doesn't turn upside down, inside out when you
All of a sudden,
blast it.
she's flying like Mary
Mary
Poppins.
Poppins. Where's she at? Where'd she go?
My wife's up there. Hey, slow down. That's awesome.
All right, we got what would you call it? A twist
A twist?
ending?
Twist ending.
What's that?
Oh,
Oh,
It should be going. Is it not coming up? There it is.
I don't see it yet. Y'all have it on?
it's two dogs.
I don't
like a
see
little
it.
tug of war with a toy. What do they got?
There we go. And
Oh, boy, yeah.
for the other
No.
I
dog.
can't see anything.
Look at the opportunist.
Yeah, I don't get why it's not coming on Will's.
Hey,
thing.
here we go.
All right, so we have a cocky realtor here. He is cheers. This is how he's posting the house in California.
He's naked?
All over doing stuff in the house.
Huh.
There you go. There's the bed you're going to be buying.
Oh,
Lounge chair.
oh, look how he's sitting. It's not very gentlemanly.
How should he be sitting?
He's man spreading.
So this is how he's posting the listings online for the
Good
house.
grief.
Hey, what's the address?
Yeah. I mean, I can see that being, attention catching and
That's
Yeah.
pretty attention catching, right?
yeah, like the yard's
Is that a rum chata bottle?
it looks like it. The yard's private enough that I can walk around even out in my backyard naked and
Well, that might be a good
I
selling
mean,
point.
yeah.
Yeah.
Put sunscreen on. He needs it.
Yeah. He obviously doesn't do this daily, does he?
I like
Uh,
being able to have the privacy to do stuff like that in my house, and you can't always do that.
Well,
So this
tune
is
in-
showing that you can.
Tune in next week. We're gonna have an all naked show. What do you think?
I'm down.
Down, Mom?
You're
I'll
gonna
join
make live blurs,
Yeah. I'm at this camera angle. I'm okay.
right? But William's gonna be moving around. I'm gonna have to try to manage
Oh,
live
God.
blurs. No,
Molly had a Williams crotch camera at one time where she could just sit there and watch my crotch. Remember that?
Yeah.
And Tom made her move it.
well, this was your crotch camera. Now it's just showing a different view of Tom.
Oh,
Now it's still
Tom's
showing a
hair
dick.
hair
Yeah.
view. Still showing a dick. Good joke, Tom.
You guys remember the old Fisher Price chatter phones?
Yes.
Oh, I'm probably too old. for those.
They made them where they actually have Bluetooth and
Oh,
call
yeah,
now.
Yeah. My son's had those.
That's funny.
Yeah,
See,
but
they're
that's,
bringing back lots of retro stuff now.
so
That's
this can
in.
be your actual phone.
But you can't make outgoing calls.
Yeah, you can.
You
They-
can make outgoing calls.
Well, they've got it
Yeah.
programmed with it's those buttons just are programmed into.
Well, people should have to learn.
Why is a grown man talking on that phone?
He's got a
Yeah.
call.
He's sentimental for his childhood.
I don't like that
Days.
at all.
He's calling his mommy right now. Hey, mama. What's up?
Mama,
I got
I'm
that new
talking
phone.
like I used to when I was a baby.
Remember
That's
that?
cool.
I think it's pretty cool.
I think
I'd
it's
use it.
fun.
how much are they? I should get one for my granddaughter, Willow.
Yeah,
Be a real-
$4,500. What?
Jesus.
But
I
our
love
house,
them, but not that
our
much.
house decor items include lots of childhood like.
I was at a
Okay.
guy's house one time that had like a phone booth, like an authentic phone booth in the house. And it was so fucking it was cool, you know, like you want to make a call, you know, you didn't have you walk in there and just make a call.
It worked.
It worked. It went anywhere. Like
awesome.
if you do the phone call, you pay for the long distance call. So people would call to go to the house just so they can call their mother and you know in Australia or some shit, you know.
Payphone. That is
You
great.
check in to see if there's any quarters in there. He goes in the booth and out comes Superman.
Yeah.
Whoa. Whoa.
Have you ever done that? Here's a question for everybody. Have you ever done that? Have you ever jukeboxed? I know you say a slot machine, a payphone, or even a vending machine.
Yeah.
You
No.
know what I mean? Like you did something and all of a sudden it just released all the money to you.
Mm-mm.
Oh no.
Yeah, I had it happen.
I didn't have the money, it had the candy. There was a thing where there was one by our house. If you push all the buttons and just paid for one of everything would come down.
Tom said pull tabs used to do that for him too. He always presses all the buttons because sometimes
Or
you
they
get
got the 4 sleeves.
you
If
get
press them all.
multiple
Sometimes
for a buck.
you get.
That's like the original Contra game, you know, thing you learned. R left, right.
the
Yeah.
code. Yeah.
Yep. See, I always had prepaid phone cards for the payphone. So
Ooh, fancy.
Ooh,
my
yeah.
parents
Yeah.
wanted to be
I
able
was
to
a
call
little
them.
rich girl with prepaid calls.
I know.
Half
First-
our childhood. East
I'm aware that I was spoiled.
The first time I had a slot machine was a phone. I was at Galaxy Skateway in North Lauderdale, Florida, trying to find chicks to go couple skating. Remember couple skating?
Oh, yeah.
Fucking then you were the dude if you can learn how to skate backwards. I learned how to try to skate backwards. I was very diligent in learning how to skate backwards just to try to hook up with some chicks.
That's
And,
awesome.
and I'm like, hey, I could do it backwards. And yeah, and I remember calling. I went to call to pick me up, and I put the phone down, and you heard like, what was that? And you tried to push the little thing to get your change. And it was like hard, and I put all of a sudden
It was
like
full.
$14 of coins came out.
Oh,
Nice.
yeah,
I looked like I was robbing the place. I'm like,
man. Jingling all over the place.
hey, buddy, what's that noise? Nothing. Mind your own business.
Don't fall down on the skates and shit just all over the floor. Oh, shit.
Paying for everything in quarters for the next
Yeah.
Yeah.
man.
Oh, you want a hot dog?
There you go.
But you know what? I don't think you guys appreciate the hard work that goes into trying to get laid. This guy learned how to skate backwards
Hey.
just for the chance to get more.
Did it work?
Oh yeah.
I bet.
It's
Well,
good.
you know, I mean, listen, it worked in the sense like you got to meet girls you never met, like girls you didn't go to school with. Like, I always thought as a teenager it was exciting to meet girls that didn't go to your school.
Mhm.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if it's because I was eventually going to be a player,
Yeah.
but you know, but I just thought it was, you know, I wanted it. It's like, what's that expression? Don't shit where you eat. You know.
Yeah.
I don't know if that I knew it even at that age, but yeah, man, like, but you get to interact, you get to meet these people, talk to them, you know, see if you got it.
And then also, if you're skating with a girl and you fall, there's a chance that her blouse will get ripped. That happened to me once, not on purpose, but her
Is he
blouse.
falling?
On purpose.
I'm falling.
I'm grabbing it, stuff.
Who put wheels on my
You
shoes?
just
What?
happened to motorboat her at the same time.
On the way down.
As he's falling.
Oh, we're gonna get canceled for this one.
Molly, cut that part out.
No, we're fine.
You crazy?
You guys noticed Kanye West has been going through some stuff?
He's wearing a mask, I hear,
Again,
Look,
like a white dude mask.
Mm.
Oh my
here's him in
goodness.
Italy.
Oh my goodness.
But how do we really know it's him? I mean,
That's true.
right? It could.
It's either him or the Silver Surfer.
Maybe he just wants to.
You're not the Silver Surfer, dude. You can't.
Maybe he just wanted to be anonymous.
No,
and
look, you
he's
can
got
see
his
those
stunt double in
crazy
one.
eyes. He's got those crazy eyes. That's him.
He actually looks like a guy who just left Vegas and didn't get into the Blue Man Group.
Darn it.
I'm not blue enough. It's all
Yep.
about race.
Canceled Blue Man Group guy. They took his color.
Oh.
Give me your blue.
You don't deserve this blue anymore.
Be
Yeah, that's
blue.
what it is.
Looks a little bit like Wyatt, to be honest with you.
It's a
Yeah.
very angry looking face.
Yeah,
Or
it's a photo.
smoking.
It's actually a photo of one of the Blue Man Group who found Michael Jackson's plastic surgery.
There you go. Just draw in some eyebrows.
But now, if you ever see this monster, you know it's Kanye
Oh.
West now.
Oh no, I guarantee you, you're going to see people wearing that for Halloween. All
Right.
over.
And then he can go wherever he wants
Yeah.
and no one's going to know when it's actually him.
It's the new thing now, man.
Well, imagine if I was wearing that mask. I don't know how many people would think I'm Kanye West.
Follows you
Well,
everywhere you look. Kind of creepy.
Yeah. Is that No, that ain't Kanye.
Wow. Oh, he's taking it off. Yeah, he got divorced.
You
and-
see what happens whenever you get tied up with those Kardashian bitches? You cut off your penis, you fucking go crazy. Like nobody gets out alive, man. It's just don't fuck with those Kardashian girls,
This is
man.
the after picture of fucking with the Kardashians for
That's
Kanye
what
West.
happens to you.
Well,
That
he's
is what
pissing
happens.
on
man.
grannies.
You turn into a woman. You just crazy shit goes down.
And I think I could speak for most men that who Will is talking about are very few people that need to be adhering to that information. You know what I mean? It's like,
I don't think I could pass them up, though. I mean, if I had the opportunity, I would definitely jump on them.
yeah, well, I don't know if I'd be expecting that opportunity.
Don't hold your breath.
Yeah, I mean,
I've been waiting for them to call.
I bet you'd win a pole vaulting contest.
I'd even do the mom.
Well, that might happen.
This guy got busted for a new fetish.
Oh boy.
He likes to summon EMTs for whatever, and then he puts on a ice pack and pleasures himself in ambulance rides while people are like checking him out.
Yeah.
That's his sick thing.
He likes that siren going.
People checking him out. He gets in the ambulance. He strips naked. He takes off all his
This
clothes.
poor
They're like,
guy
you
needs
can leave those
therapy,
on.
man.
No,
Where is this?
So is-
Florida?
Is he actually like needing the ambulance at this point or is he faking the whole thing?
I think he's faking the
He
whole
needs
thing.
therapy. He really does.
He's
Poor
faking
guy.
the whole thing.
Yeah, I think it was his first real boner.
Maybe. He
Somebody,
can't.
somebody help me! I don't know what's going on. My dick's swollen.
I need an ice pack.
I'm swollen up.
How terrible would it be to not be able to even get a boner if you weren't riding in the back of an ambulance?
Oh,
That'd be
that-
sad.
Oh
Just
boy.
a psychological
I would
thing.
get a job as an ambulance driver. That's what I would do.
No, not the driver.
Not the driver.
The ambulance pulled up. The driver had a boner. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Hey, she's dead. She's not going to say nothing.
Oh, as you're rushing
Your
someone to
goal
the
is to keep
hospital?
her alive.
Hey, we got there. She was dead already.
Hey, she noticed my boner. Wrap it around the block a few more times till this one passes.
Yes.
Why is the ambulance driver making circles around the hospital?
Just wait for her to die. She knows too much.
I'm almost there.
Cocaine boner.
You know who
Oh.
probably has a cocaine boner that I think is pretty cool? Spain's king,
King Juan Carlos?
King Juan Carlos. There's a new story about him coming out that he had to take he was so horny and had a rampant sex drive that he had to take female hormones
What?
to calm him down.
I can't stop loving the women.
Yes.
Oh.
yes.
Is that my maid? Oh.
His
Oh,
rampant
Lord.
sex. This is prescription. His rampant sex drive was a danger to the state.
I don't feel like to have sex, but I had to do this. I have hot and blood. It's crazy.
Okay, now I'm going to address the nation. Oop, hold on a second. I'll be right back.
I have to climb in the ambulance and drive it somewhere.
I need some ice pack, please. Anybody have an ice pack?
Oh.
It's making me crazy.
Angela Merkel, I can't take it.
Angela.
Angela,
Angela.
Angela
Oh,
Merkel.
I can't
Ay,
take it.
coño. She's so hot.
Oh,
Coño.
jeez.
And you put on this black outfit.
So yeah, how freaking cool is that? That 70 years old, he's injected with female hormones and testosterone inhibitors. That's supposed to be going down. His is
Jeez,
going up.
that's crazy. I don't think a man taking estrogen is a good thing unless he's trying to transition. This dude's gonna end up with titties. Watch.
Yeah.
Well,
I already have titties.
It's part of my problem.
I like to play with my titties and give me a boner.
I'll show you yours. I'll show you mine if you show me yours. I salute your titties.
Trying
You know,
to curb
in
this.
Spain, the prime minister of Spain is actually trying to make prostitution legal,
Okay.
which prostitution's been legal in Spain since 1995, and the guy's like, enough of these.
So
We
you
all
said
we all have to do it in the darkness of the world.
oh, so they're trying to get rid of it, you're saying?
Yeah, they're trying to say it. They say it enslaves women. That's what his
Oh.
argument is that it's, you know,
Some say it empowers women.
Yeah, it's how you
It depends on how you look at it. I guess it depends on how the woman feels about
Well,
it.
if it's legal, you can regulate it much better. I mean, it's gonna happen. People are gonna find a way to, you know. But
yeah.
if it's legal, you can regulate it, make it much safer, make it much. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, look, I mean, as long as people aren't coerced into doing it, if a woman wants to make a living doing that, I don't see anything wrong with it. She's not hurting anybody. As long as she's not doing it like because she's coerced or for the wrong reasons, you know.
yeah. So in a business sense, as long as the demand for the product is based on the actual ample supply
Mm.
of willing contestants, it's all good.
That's it. That's it. You know, and then you keep the pimps out of the business. The government's the pimp.
Yeah, there's always a pimp, exactly.
This damn place, this goddamn place, they
What
now have
place?
a dress code that women have to wear pants.
They have to. They can't wear a skirt.
Where?
It's-
Hmm.
We got
NYC.
look at it's all glass floors.
Oh,
The whole building is
Oh yeah, yeah. That's a pervert haven right there, baby.
I know. Look at you could be right below her. They're like,
I
trying
would
to
be. I would be. I would be.
you know what cure you from that? If like some group of guys in kilts came in with no underwear on.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm done.
What kind of building is that? That looks like they were doing yoga?
It's a
or-
pervert building.
They call it a glass building.
Yeah, it's just a
No,
glass.
but I mean, what do they do in there? Like,
Oh,
what
walk
is
around
Walk
and take
around
pictures of
so
the-
people can look up their skirt. Oh man, I love it.
Yeah, that's the new building for the IRS. Completely
Like I don't want to
transparent.
seem creepy or anything, but you ever see a girl with a short skirt getting on an escalator and then you just try to time it
It's
just
the
right?
perfect angle.
Well,
Come on, man. Am I
listen.
the only one?
Yeah, you are your perv. Listen, I'm going to be honest. When I was in one of the airports recently, I was like, just eager to get up and like in between flights and stuff. And it was like there was like two girls like they're up like a few right. You're right. Just that opportune moment, and I went, oh no. And you know what happened at the Strat? It happened on the Strat going up the escalator from the for the casino floor.
I
Nice.
saw those two girls. I
And you saw-
followed them for quite a while.
Yeah. And you saw me. I looked like George Washington heading across the Delaware.
No, because you're telling yourself, look, don't be a creep. Don't look. And
Yeah, I
I
don't want.
can't help
Yeah,
but look. I gotta
don't wanna
look.
do that. Well, I don't. I could turn away. I mean, they weren't that attractive, to be honest.
You don't have to be.
I
Pick
don't
your battles.
look going back to that building. I don't think I'd want to walk in there
Yeah.
because I'm thinking about it. Going, that's a lot of glass. If something breaks, and you're going like down through multiple floors of glass, can you think of a more torturous like
It'll slow you down.
Crash.
You'll only get about
crash?
3 floors.
Well, it is kind of
Crash.
clumsy.
That's just what I'm picturing. It just
Yeah.
gave me a little bit of a panic attack.
Oh,
Well, they
Thinking
got that
about it.
thing in Chicago where you can go out, where you're in this high rise and you walk out and it's like a glass box.
That I would do.
We should do that because a lot of people said it freaks you out. I have a problem with heights. I don't know if I could do it.
That's just one layer of glass. I don't have a problem with heights. I'd do that.
You would,
Yeah.
No.
Tommy? You?
No.
I don't think I would either. I can't handle it.
Would you do it, Dougie?
I did something recent. I don't. Was it in Chicago where you go out and you actually slide through like this thing? You go in there and it's a high building and you're actually out in the glass.
Yeah, it's the old John Hancock building.
I think so. And you slide
Wait.
down. I did that not too long ago, and I've gotten like that. It's weird how you get older. Like I definitely got old. Like two reasons I know I'm old. One, because of that. Because before at heights now, I'm like I didn't want to go to the top of the Strat. While we were there, by the way, somebody jumped off. This is another story.
What?
Yeah. And then secondly, a week after the thing, the World Series ended, and then on the Monday, and then the other thing, I was in Eric Grady's Tesla. Eric Grady's he was on one of the judges of the World Series of Comedy, and he has owner of the Laugh-In Comedy Cafe in Fort Myers, and he has a Tesla. So we went to that. Me, him, and Sean Jones, another headliner that week, very funny comic, and I'm sitting in the
Sean, yeah.
Yeah, and I'm in the passenger seat, and Eric goes, "You ready?" I'm like, "Let's do this." And he went from 0 to 60 in like nothing.
Nice.
And I had one of those clutching your pearls moments. That's what Eric. He clutched his pearls because I was like, I swear to God, I swear I was gonna pass out. He goes. I mean, it went so fast. I was like, my eyes just tunneled. I'm like, oh my God.
At least you didn't pass out.
I declare.
Holy shit.
See, I really wanted to get up to the roof of the Strat.
When you said jumped off, I thought, well, yeah, a lot of people jump off and with the thing, but like you talking about for real.
No, this is not a ticketed event. Yeah, he jumped off. It landed on Monday in the parking lot about 2-3 hours after I checked out.
They've got a pool on the roof of the Strat, right?
Yeah, the guy landed right outside the valet parking in the front.
Oh.
There's comics that were at the World Series of Comedy that experienced it, and they Instagram some photos after it was going on and stuff. But the noise, the guy's head exploded, popped off.
Oh no!
Oh yeah.
They took pictures of that and put it on Instagram?
No, they wouldn't have been able to get
that wasn't. But aftermath, they had it because it all happened. They were around when it happened. It's always scary when that happens.
Terrible. Yeah.
Go ahead, Tommy.
That's all right. New study shows men cry more than women.
No.
About 4 times a month.
No.
No, we don't. No, we don't.
Shit.
No, not true.
You liar, man. Shit.
Stop lying. Stop it.
Not crying. Come on, man. That can't be true.
William, honest talk here. How many times do you cry?
I can't remember the last time I cried. Maybe at my sister's funeral 4 years ago. That's the last time I cried. And
Wow.
it wasn't much.
That
It
doesn't
wasn't
sound
a
healthy.
hoo. Why? I don't feel
Yeah,
like
you're
I need
bottling
to cry.
shit up,
Yeah,
man.
I'm
That's-
bottling shit up, pushing it down.
I cried. Was it last night when we watched the rest of the Squid Games?
Oh, it made
I
you
like
cry?
bawled.
It made you cry?
Oh yeah.
No, I'll tell you the last time I cried. It was maybe about 2.5 years ago. And let me tell you this, Dougie, this is the craziest thing. I manage an apartment building, and one of my tenants said on the back wall, when you go out the back door, we have a wall there. And he said, I think it's a bat stuck to the wall. And he's like been there like, I don't know, like a couple of weeks. And I was like, really? So I was like, okay, well, I'll check it out. And I forgot about it. And then a couple of days later, I went back there and remembered, and I saw him on the back wall. He was just stuck to the wall, a bat. And then I just took a broom and I'm like, well, maybe he's dead. I mean, like, and I pulled him off the wall. And then he's just like started gasping for air and everything. And I was like, fuck, what am I going to? I should have called, animal control or something. And then I decided to beat him and put him out of his misery. And I went back in my apartment and I cried, man. I was like,
Killed the bat?
I killed a bat. And then Wuhan happened. So I don't know if it was them or me. I don't. But seriously, it made me cry. I felt so bad about that. Seriously.
It almost reminds you of the story that the person who gets out of their car to help the turtle, and meanwhile the turtle was like, I was going the other way. Don't put me back over there.
Been trying to get across this road for a week.
My ex-girlfriend's over there with another turtle. I don't want to go on that side.
There's a tortoise over there.
And he's skating backwards with her. I'm pissed.
I got cocaine dick.
Yeah. That's why he's going to the other side. Well, I was heading to my cocaine boner.
Have you heard of cocaine hippos?
No.
Yeah. Yeah,
You
they have
have?
in the waters of Colombia from all the distillery, like the cocaine production, the hippos that hang out.
There's no
Guarding the
hippos in
cocaine, yeah.
Colombia.
Oh yeah.
Really?
Here we go.
The Colombian hippos?
Wait, they guard it?
They
Yeah,
used to originally.
you should see the straws they use.
Those big noses, yeah.
So Pablo Escobar's cocaine hippos, they had to do a mass sterilization of them just now.
Wow. Well, I thought they were endangered.
Hippos aren't supposed to be in Colombia.
Yeah,
Like,
people
No,
let them
and
go.
then started breeding.
Yeah.
Well, you got Colombian hippos. I think it's cool.
Hippos are the most dangerous animal on the planet, they say.
I heard so.
They kill more than anybody.
Yeah, it's almost like a dinosaur thing. They're just beasts.
Humongous.
They're just fuck you up, and they're fast.
I've been to some late night clubs in Miami, and I saw some Colombian hippos there.
So now they gotta kill them all.
Well, that's a shame. Well, just sterilize them and let them die off on their own.
You get and cut a hippo's balls off once, dude. And
Yeah,
you want to do that job? Go
I-
sterilize all you want.
Well, sure, you could knock them out.
knock them out.
Give 'em a dart.
Grab that big hat. Grab that big mallet.
This job sucks.
Pop them in the head. Yeah, this job sucks. Hey,
First
good
I
benefits. Good benefits.
hit him in the head, and then I gotta
Get all the cocaine you want.
cut the balls off.
Well, dude, you already killed a bat. Why wouldn't you be able to hit a?
Oh, he would weep like a little
Dude,
bitch
I'm
if he
telling you,
killed a
that
hippo.
broke my heart. It really did, because it's like that little guy. I should have left him alone, called someone who knew what to do.
Well, yeah. I mean,
And I'm an idiot.
your options weren't very helpful.
No, it was, let me sweep this thing away. I don't know if he was. Maybe he was like hibernating or something. But that's my wall, man. You ain't paying rent. That's my wall.
Was it
So-
in your? It wasn't in your house, right? It was outside.
Oh,
somewhere?
Right out the back door, there's a wall. The stairs go up on either side, and there's a wall between the stairs, and he was just clung to that wall.
And people walk by there, and you never know if he could, And,
Yep.
Yeah. How do
Maybe
we know? How do we know it's a he bat? How do we know it's not a female bat?
We'll jerk them off.
That's
Be
true.
so
It could
bad.
have been a female.
A cocaine boner.
We'll try to hit it on a little bit. So, how long you been hanging out here, baby?
Can you get a little wing?
Haven't
I
seen
think
you
they're
hang out.
adorable. They're adorable too. They're just a cute little face.
Yeah.
I think bats are cute,
Yeah.
except the ones that give you COVID.
I had a bat just fall on me this week, taking shutters off a house.
Your house?
No, I was doing a job.
Or doing a job? Do you have bats over by your house?
Sure, we got bats everywhere, man. Just can't see them. These are bat bats behind you, by the way.
Don't they like live in a cave though? They're not fooling with your house though, huh?
No, they fuck with them.
Well, I know my son, where he lived, they called it the bat house in Madison. They would fly through the window and just kind of freak everybody out. And he would always go in that one house that they lived in,
This is lucky house.
the bat house.
All right, we'll do one more here. Okay, a woman's had her fence smashed, and the cops said they can't do anything because the dude was too drunk.
What? Jesus.
Tell me what your name. One more time, sir. What was your name?
Well, he's too drunk, obviously. Let him go.
Yeah. No, I can't understand the words.
Responsible, right?
No, jails won't take him.
The drunk tank won't take him?
They said the jails won't take him. We
Oh.
can't arrest them. So can you do anything if you're hammered now? Jails won't take you if you're drunk.
Give me some tequila.
Let's go out. We can rob a bank.
I say you send a hippo out after you.
All right.
The guy's drunk. He's got cocaine boner. He's looking for a party.
All right. Well, thank you very much
Dougie,
for
it's
coming
great,
up,
man.
Dougie.
Thank you.
very much. We appreciate you hanging out with us for the second hour.
Absolutely. Thanks for
Great.
having me.
And your show, your movies, your everything.
Yeah, tell us what you're performing tonight in case anyone's. Oh,
It'll be
it's going to be Wednesday. It's coming out. Where you performing next week?
Next week, I'm going to be at Patty's Irish Bar in Fayetteville, North Carolina. Bringing Tom Emmons along with me. So
Okay.
if you're in Fayetteville, North Carolina, come to Patty's. It's gonna be a great show.
Sounds great.
All right.
Awesome.
We got, what's your website again?
DougieAlmeida.com. Follow me at Instagram at Dougie Dangerous and TikTok and Twitter at Funny Fiduciary.
Funny fiduciary.
Molly, hit the lady.
Like and share, baby.
There you go. Like
Like
and share.
and
Do your
share. We're everywhere. Off the Rails TM, Facebook, Instagram, wherever you go to listen to and watch podcasts, we're there. Go to our website, offtherailstm.com. Click on the Amazon link. Go shop on Amazon. We get a little bit of a kickback, and it keeps us doing what we're doing.
All right. Thank you very much. And remember, universe,
We're not
we're not good
enough.
enough.